negotiations continue now between Israel and leaders of the Hamas terror group, but fears of an Iranian strike on Israel could derail those talks.
Washington correspondent Trevor Shirley joining us live from D.C. with more on this. Trevor, good morning.
Dan and Hazel, good morning to both of you. And now Hamas says it does not plan on taking part in those ceasefire talks. This is something that's been going on for several weeks at this point. That leaves Israel now to create a ceasefire framework with other Middle Eastern countries acting on Hamas's behalf. Hamas leadership says it's losing faith that the U.S. can act as an effective mediator. Those leaders say they'll only negotiate under the framework laid out by President Joe Biden back in May. Hamas also opposes Israeli demands that Israel maintain a lasting military presence in Gaza as part of any ceasefire. Officials with Hamas also say the civilian death toll has now hit 40,000. There are renewed efforts to get a ceasefire in place. Fears remain, though, that an attack by Iran on Israel could derail any hope of a ceasefire soon. Iran has vowed to strike Israel after Israeli operations killed several top Hamas officials, including one who was visiting Iran when he was killed. U.S. officials, though, say they are optimistic that an agreement can happen.
We feel confident in saying that the contours of what the president outlined on May 31st has been accepted, and what we are focusing on now and what the talks are focusing on is working on the details of the implementation.
And so far, U.S. and its allies have called on Iran to stand down, but so far, Iran has refused those calls. That's the latest here in Washington. We'll send it back to you guys in New York.